Hello movie people, welcome to an episode of the CineGuy. I'm your host Steven Gould, let's talk film. And man, it has been a long time since I've gone on vacation. And that's not just including COVID. But yeah, I really wouldn't mind, taking a little break, going, to a whole different country, visiting a resort, enjoying a nice private beach where I rapidly age until I'm dead. Wait. Well, that's right. Our good friend M. Night Shyamalan is back with more of his big bad twists that we all love sometimes. Old stars random families as they end up on a private beach and find out that they are rapidly aging. And they cannot escape. Yep, it's that kind of movie. It's like a strange little thriller with a mixture of science fiction and of course M. Night, so you gotta throw in some horror in there somewhere. I mean, it's amazing how one movie taking place in one little location manages to tell an actually interesting story. I mean, yeah, it's simple and kind of ridiculous, but I found myself enjoying this a lot more than most M. Night movies. The acting is done pretty well, despite being a little cartoony, but then again, how would you react if, say, you found out your loved ones were rapidly aging and you had no way of stopping it? The whole premise is the mystery on why they just cannot leave the island. They've tried everything. They try, just walking through the path, climbing the rocks, even swimming away, but it's always the same thing. They just pass out. So, why? Science, quick, explain this to me. As it turns out, the rocks that surrounds the island has some sort of magnesium that rapidly ages your cells. And if you get too close to them, well, it's way too much for your brain and you just black out. Yeah, I'm not a geologist, so I don't really know how to explain it completely. And after all this craziness, what is the big M. Night twist? They're all subjects to a big government experiment testing out new medicine for rare illnesses. Each family has at least one relative with a severe illness, like Gael Garcia Bernal has diabetes, Vicky Krieps has cancer, Riva Sewell has schizophrenia, Abby Lee has a calcium deficit. There's also epilepsy, blood clots. So basically the sicknesses that are taking a long time currently to, cure. So being the guinea pigs that they are, their cocktails they are served at the beginning have the medicine, and in order to make sure to see if it works, that's why they're brought to the island. That rapid aging test out if the cure works for a lifetime. Now, morally is the whole trolley thing where you're picking between two different railroads. With all the various trials that the government tested, they've managed to save hundreds and thousands of lives at the cost of a few innocent people. So did they all die? Nope. The real heroes are the kids played by Thomasin McKenzie and Alex Wolff. They are the lone survivors when they immediately turn 50 and they realize the only means of escape. The boy befriended another boy who's actually the nephew of the manager of the resort, who's the mastermind behind all these experiments. And through a decoded message, he realized that the only way to escape is to swim through the coral, which cancels out the magnesium from the rocks. And so they make it out, expose the resort, give the details to the police, the experiment is done, and now they just fly away off to their destiny. But in reality, it's kind of sad because a day ago they were children, now they're in their 50s. They pretty much wasted half their lifetime. In 20 years, they'll be retired by now, and they haven't even graduated middle school yet. Now, the movie is inspired by a graphic novel, but it's even sadder. So both sources have a teen girl who gets pregnant. However, in the movie, the baby dies after 1 minute because, due to the rapid aging, lack of attention, the baby's gone. But in the graphic novel, the baby actually lives, and it grows up. And as time passes, everybody else dies, and that baby is now a grown adult, and he's by himself. So what does he do? He builds a sandcastle and accepts his fate. That's it. That's how it ends. There's no means of escape, no explanation, no nothing. It's just, you're trapped there, and you gotta accept the fact that you're going to die. Now, I will say this. The cinematography is beautiful. The use of panning really helped with the flow of the story, and I'm saying that as a filmmaker. And man, those shots of the water and the beautiful island landscapes, man, it really made me want to go on vacation. Just not to a resort where they invite me just because I have allergies. No thank you. Overall, it's one of the better M. Night Shyamalan movies. Not the greatest, but I still find myself entertained. As for the horror aspect, nothing scarier than watching a poor young woman just break every bone in her body and watching it heal in place until she's nothing but this like mangled thing. That was gross. My final rating is going to be 7.8 hidden messages out of 10 sandcastles. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you leave a like if you did, subscribe and join the crew. And stay tuned for an awesome review. Also, be sure to follow the Instagram and Twitter at CineGuy Steven for more fun reviews. That is at CineGuy Steven. I'll see you there. This is Steven Gould signing off. Oh no. That's